So you've completed the search of my grandson's account.
I discovered that Stefan left him an inheritance of well over $1 million.
Separate from the Cassadine estate?
The document is ironclad, madam. The money is Nikolas's, no one else's.
Oh, that's Stefan. It was annoying when he was alive, but even more trouble dead.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mrs. Cassadine, please sit.
Mrs. Campbell?
Thank you so much for meeting with me. Would you like a cup of coffee, either of you?
Oh, no, thank you. Now, how can I help, Mrs. Campbell? I apologize up front if my grandson has done anything to cause your lovely daughter any trouble.
Well, I am quite concerned about Gia.
Well, I don't blame you. You know, Nikolas is not in his best form at the moment, I'm afraid.
Gia tells me that their arrangement is strictly platonic, that Nikolas only took her as a roommate because he has problems meeting his rent. Is that true?
Well, Mrs. Campbell, my grandson has an inheritance of over $1 million. Now, I can only imagine what else he's told your daughter.
Thank you.
Well, if I could be of any further assistance.
I appreciate your help. Oh, by the way, the chili here is wonderful.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, thank you.
Start any time. This afternoon? Well, will you put me on a waiting list then? Great, yeah. Thanks very much.
Another we'll get back to you?
Yeah. You know, it was easier getting into college than to find a job waiting tables in this two-bit town. And don't tell me to go back to Columbia, okay?
I wouldn't dream of it.
They wouldn't even refund my tuition money.
So why did you send Columbia tuition?
During the summer, Columbia needed a deposit to hold my place. And my scholarship doesn't cover everything. So I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, so
So that's what happened to the blackmail money.
Most of it, yeah. I tried to hold them off as long as I could, but they were about to contact my mother. Anyway, now you know. Look, I can't make my share of the rent this month.
Don't worry about it. I have some set back just in case.
You know, I'm really sorry, Nikolas.
I know you're good for it.
You know, as a landlord, you aren't so bad. Please, don't make that face. I like cottage cheese. It's good for you. And orange juice, but not fresh squeezed.
I like fresh squeezed.
Well, it costs 4 times as much. You know, I think I saw a coupon for the orange juice over here. Yep, 20 cents off the concentrate. Put that with the list.
You got this off the internet.
I know, can you believe it? I used to spend half my life clipping coupons from the Sunday Daily News.
Why?
You're kidding, right?
Well, don't you think that dealing with a coupon like this is actually a lot of hard work for 20 cents?
Well, we'll shop on double coupon night, and that's 40 cents off per can.
40 cents.
Well, if you buy 10 cans, it adds up.
Okay, so what, we take this coupon to the cashier or what?
Cashier. Checkout person, Nikolas. Have you ever been to the supermarket?
Yes, okay, I have been to the supermarket.
Okay, well then you know that you give this coupon to the checkout person, they scan it, but then you still have to check the receipt to see if it...
Well, I like fresh squeezed.
Well, concentrate is less work and cheaper. Do you grasp the concept of cheaper? It means less money, as in 40 cents off 10 cans, which pays for your frozen pizzas in there. Are you with me on this?
Hi, Mrs. Campbell.
Hello, Nikolas.
Hi, Mom. We were just clipping coupons. You can get them off the internet now. Did you know that?
So you're trying to save a few dollars?
Well, that's the whole point of living here. I need a place, and Nikolas needs someone to split the rent with.
No, he doesn't. Isn't it true you have $1 million in the bank, Nikolas?
There's...
You don't have $1 million in the bank.
Actually, I do.
Since when?
What difference does that make he lied to you?
My uncle left an inheritance. I did not know about it when you first moved in.
Well, when did you find out?
A while ago.
He's using you, Gia, exactly like I said he would.
Is that what my grandmother told you?
Yes.
Listen, Gia, she probably ran a check on my account, okay? She's retaliating against me because she can't control me.
Please don't bring my daughter into your family matters.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Campbell.
Why are you apologizing to me? I barely know you.
Gia, I'm sorry.
Gia, get your things.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because, Gia, you don't matter to him. You're just a phase.
Mrs. Campbell, I respect the fact that you're upset, but it is not like that.
Look, sweetheart, just get what you need for tonight, okay? And I'll send your brother over for the rest. You'll live with me until you can think straight again.
I can't move in with you, Mom.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to live my own life.
And look what happened.
Yeah, I made a mistake, but
You walked away from an Ivy League school.
just for a little while.
Do you think that Columbia's gonna hold this scholarship forever?
I'll apply for another one.
And why would they give you another one? How many chances do you think you're gonna get?
I need time.
Rich people need time, Gia. Everybody else, they go to work, they go to school, and you aren't doing either one.
I'm looking for a job, okay?
Doing what? Waiting tables? Do you know how hard that I worked so that you would never have to have a job like that? And for all I know, he's got you here cleaning up this house.
Mrs. Campbell, please, this is not fair.
What do you know about fair? Gia, listen. You have a choice. You have a real chance here. But they're not gonna hold that door open forever. It can slam shut in your face at any time.
I know that.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you'd be in school. You'd take advantage of every opportunity. You wouldn't be laying around somebody else's house, letting some rich kid use you for God knows what.
I made the mistake, Mrs. Campbell, not Gia.
I do not care about your mistakes or your money. I care about my daughter. Gia, get your things, sweetheart.
I won't move back in with you, Mom.
Well, you can't live here.
I need to think, okay?
Thinking is your problem. You don't think.
God,
That's
are you
just it.
finished?
I raised you better than this.
How could you lie to me? I got a real laugh out of this, didn't you? Watching me bust my butt trying to get a job and listening to me apologize for not having my share of the rent. And, well, the coupons, you must have got a real laugh out of the coupons, huh?
Will you listen?
No.
Gia, my grandmother really did cut me off.
I'm such an idiot.
I was broke when you first moved in.
You wouldn't know broke if it slapped you in the face.
I'm not touching that inheritance.
I love that.
Listen to me, I want to live on my own.
So, what, you're choosing to be poor? Choosing to be like the rest of us? Tell me, Nikolas, how does that work? Huh? What is it like to be broke when you have a Jag parked out front and a horse in the backyard and a house like this and your own private island complete with a castle? What is it like to be broke when you have $1 million in the bank?
I should have told you.
No, I should have caught on. Any fool would have. But get this, it's the funniest part. I actually believe that out of all the people I've met in this miserable town, that you were the one person who wouldn't lie to me.
Gia, please wait. Gia! What? Hey, hey.
It's not such a good time to ask you for advice.
Unless you want to know how to royally screw things up.
I got a real laugh.
So were you ever planning to mention the $1 million?
I should have told her from the start, all right?
Do you understand why she's upset?
I deliberately misled her.
Yeah, that's one reason.
And I let her think I was broke when I'm not. And I realize now that that was unfair.
Nicholas, you have a choice to be tapped or loaded depending on how you feel. Most of us don't have that choice.
All right, but if I don't spend the money, then...
Acting like you don't have money doesn't mean you're broke.
Then you know what? I'll just give it away or something.
Oh, man, don't be going and do anything stupid. I mean, you know, more than what you've already done.
Thank you. No, really, man, thank you, all right? Because you're the only one who gets this.
I'm your brother. I don't have a choice.
Yeah. So, what advice did you come by for? And if it has to do with women, money, or family, please, you're out of luck because I'm only good with horses and shopping with coupons.
Actually, it has to do with Elizabeth.
I don't know how much help I'll be there.
Do you have a problem with it?
No, not at all.
Okay. You see, I used to imagine coming back home and finding Elizabeth right away. Before anybody else. I used to imagine us walking down by the docks and going to Kelly's and dancing to the jukebox.
Yeah?
Making love that first night. Starting my whole life all over again. But instead, I'm stuck in this stupid therapy trying to undo whatever your grandmother did to me. Because I can't trust myself to be with Elizabeth.
Is Elizabeth afraid?
No, she's not. But I won't do anything to hurt her again.
What?
Oh, look whose limo just pulled up.
You're kidding.
No, I wish I was.
Maybe it's just as well.
Are we here or not?
Oh, we're still here. I've got a plan.
You got it. All right.
Nicholas, my darling.
Hello, grandmother. I'm so glad to see you. Come on in.
Well, thank you. Well, hello, Lucky.
Look.
Your timing is impeccable. Would you care for a cup of coffee or a glass of wine?
Honestly, Nicholas, I barely know you when, as you say, you aren't screaming in my face.
Thank you. I need you to understand something, though.
Well, I'll do my very best.
I want you out of my life, grandmother. And I'm asking you once again to stay away from the people that I care about.
Well, I don't understand your tone.
Pleasing you is not my concern, and it never will be.
Well, rudeness doesn't become you, my darling.
You have the power now, but once again, I am forced to remind you that I am soon to be control of the Cassadine fortune.
But I still deserve your respect.
You deserve whatever I give you or whatever I take away.
Nicholas, this is becoming slightly tedious.
I'm still the prince.
Oh, my darling prince. And I have pampered you, and I have indulged your every little whim since you were a small boy. But if you continue with this senseless rebellion, I'm afraid that's going to change.
Leave my brother alone.
This doesn't concern you.
Thank you for dropping by, grandmother.
Don't force me to get harsh with you, Nicholas. You will not enjoy the outcome.
Just get out of my house.
Chloe. Were you dreaming?
Yeah. Gosh, that was so real. Nicholas was with Helena again. Lucky was there. Nicholas was holding the door open for Helena.
Was Nikolas afraid?
No, he was really strong and determined, but he and Helena were definitely fighting. And it was the first time I'd ever heard Helena's voice.
My mother can't keep us here forever. One way or another, we have to get off this island.
You don't think, Helena would really turn against you?
Well, come on, she's been against me all along, right?
Not like this. I want you to be careful.
I will, it's not a problem. All right?
What do you mean, no problem? That witch is crazy.
Shouldn't you be packing?
And leave you on your own with Granny the Psycho?
Now, do you realize how dangerous Granny the Psycho really is?
Yeah, but has Granny spent much time in Brooklyn?